Hi, today we're going to look at how to create and apply a scene task status workflow. I'm starting from the main page, so I'm going to look at settings, and into settings, we're going to look at workflows. There are a number of workflows that you can create in here. We can create job workflows, scene workflows, asset workflows, or the one that we're going to create today is a task status workflow for an approval stage. So we're going to start by adding a new task status workflow. Click on the Add button. We're going to give it a name. For example, status workflow. You can give it a description. And now we're going to choose which type of workflow we are creating, which is the task one. You can give it a color. Let's choose maybe a green color. You can choose to leave the auto create tasks ticked and add your workflow. From here, to start populating your workflow, you're going to click on the plus button, and it's going to create your first stage or node in your workflow. We're going to rename it by clicking on it, right-clicking, rename node, and let's call the first one standby. Click enter, and then to create the second node, we're going to draw a cable from here, release, and a new node appears, which we're going to rename again. Let's call the second one pending, and so on and so forth. Drag the next one. We're going to call this one retake. And the last one, we're going to rename it again. We're going to call it approved. And then when you finish with your workflow, you're going to save it by clicking the save button over here, and your workflow is saved. Before we're going to apply your status workflow to a specific stage in your scene workflow, for example, you can give each one of these stages a completion percentage. This will determine how far complete is each stage. So let's start by giving the first node a completion percentage. We're going to select it, and then on the right-hand side, drop-down menu over here, give it 0%, and then we save it. Then we go to the next one, give it a completion perhaps of 20%, save. Retake would be perhaps 60%, and approved would be 100%. Save, and then save your workflow one last time to make sure everything is saved. Once your status workflow has been saved, let's now try and apply it to one of our workflows. We are going to use the scene workflow. Make sure that everything is saved, so you click save. And we're going to apply this specific status workflow to the approval between animation and compositing. So we're going to select the desired stage or node that you would like to apply it to. Then on the right-hand side, you can see the task setup. button, which you click on. And this is where you will be able to choose the specific task status workflow that you would like to apply for that specific stage. So we're going to select the one we just created, status workflow, and then we can click save. And now these other tasks will have their own status workflows. The animation approval will have the one we've just created, and we are complete with our task.